Good evening and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin, principal of Simply Improve Health, and I help people to train better and longer and recover more quickly, have improved sleep, and enjoy better general quality of health using simple techniques and plant-based and native to the body remedies. This evening, live, it talks about getting some Z's, getting some sleep. Just in researching this subject, I found out that here in the UK, as many as 16 million people say that they suffer with sleep problems, and a third of them say that they suffer with insomnia. So our busy lifestyles and various habits are keeping us from getting a good night's sleep. Many people apparently don't sleep more than 5 hours, and for me, that's actually normal. I've always slept about 5 or 6 hours, but most people need more than that. And basically what it's saying is that quite a number of people are walking around sleep deprived. And when you're sleep deprived, you don't think right. You don't, your reflexes are off. You react much more quickly to things, fly off the handle or get upset. So sleep is really, really essential. And it occurred to me that there are things that you can do, simple things that you can do to help improve your ability to not only fall asleep, but to stay asleep, and get your full night's complement of sleep. Some of the stuff that I'm going to be mentioning to you in this live, and there will be photos attached to the post once it goes up. But some of the things that you could use as remedies are actually sitting in your kitchen cupboard already, some of them anyway. So I'm going to be looking at three different areas: flower and vibrational essences, first of all, then herbal teas, different herbal teas that you can take that can help to encourage restful sleep, and then some essential oils. And you will find that some things are actually on more than one list. For example, chamomile. Chamomile it comes as an essence. It comes as a herbal tea. It comes as an essential oil, but they all do the same thing, which is to relax, relax the mind, relax the body too, but principally relax the mind and let go of the back chatter, the back chat that's going on in your head, so that you can relax and rest. Now, but to start a bit more formally, I'll start with essences. Vibration flower and other vibrational essences, and I have four today that I would suggest to help you get to sleep and catch some Z's. The first two come from my own range, Spirit of Makasutu Essences, and the first of which is Mimosa, which is Mimosa tenuiflora in Latin. And mimosa is about soothing frazzled nerves, so that when you're running around, you're frantic and your nerves are just jangled. This is a good essence to take. It also encourages peaceful sleep, probably because it gets rid of the jangled nerves. But it is helpful to soothe your emotions so that you're able to fall asleep and hopefully stay that way until it's time for you to wake up. My second essence is actually the first essence I ever made, which was pink oleander, and which is Nerium oleander in Latin. And pink oleander is a really special essence to me, not only because it was the first one I ever made, but because of its properties. And the principal properties is that it helps ratchet down um, anxious or worried feelings, and encourages a sense of calm and letting go. So it's this is the perfect essence for a person like me who was always kind of believe it or not, and it just to remember this, that making this essence and smelling the perfume of the oleander flowers, just the scent alone was enough to calm things down and slow things down a bit. So those are two essences there from Spirit of Makasutu. My other two essences are from the Australian bushflower essences. And the first of which is Black-Eyed Susan. And let me see. Oh gosh, where did I put the name for Black-Eyed Susan? I can't find it now. Never mind. It'll be up on the with the pictures. But Black-Eyed Susan helps you to slow down, and encourages inner peace, so that whatever is kind of keeping you roiled up inside, you release enough to be able to relax and fall asleep. The other essence is Cruea. And if there's any Australians out there and are listening, and if I've mispronounced it, just tell me. But I believe it's pronounced Cruea. And this is for people who constantly worry. So their brain is working overtime, worrying about things that have never happened and may never happen. And it also increases the amount of peacefulness and calm that we feel. So those are four essences, and there are many, many, many essences out there. But those are just four that I've identified that could be helpful with encouraging better sleep. Looking at teas, different herbal teas, there is, which as I mentioned when I started this live, chamomile, which can be taken in various forms, but as a tea, it is excellent for calming us down when we're agitated. It has many sedative properties, and it's excellent for children actually as well. So if you have fretful children for whatever reason, giving them a bit of chamomile tea can be helpful. Get them to go to sleep so you can go to sleep. Another herb that can be used is passion fruit. Yes, or passion flower, passion fruit. In Brazil, it's called maracujá. And this is another herb that's excellent for use with children because it's sedative, but it's mild in its effect. But don't be fooled by that. One summer, I drank a big glass of some passion fruit concentrate. I made some juice up because it was boiling hot that day. And about half an hour later, I was yawning fit to break my jaw. And I couldn't understand what was wrong with me. Why am I so sleepy all of a sudden? And it was like, duh! It's the passion fruit juice. It literally knocked me out. So it's gentle, but it's very effective. Hops, which most people will probably associate with beer and ale. And yes, it's used for flavoring for beer, lagers, and what have you. But it's also a traditional a drink. It's used as a traditional drink here in the UK to help people to sleep. So, drinking a cup of tea, one of these herbal teas or others, there's many others that you could use. It's just a matter of personal taste. But a cup of tea, perhaps in half an hour or an hour or maybe even a little bit more if you have a if you have a a weak bladder and want to empty it before you go to sleep. Um, and again, it has sedative effects and will help to train your brain. If you do it on a regular basis, it will train your brain to ratchet down and relax just by doing the taking in of the tea. Like Pavlov's dogs, they hear a bell ring and they would start to salivate because they associated it with food. If you do whatever your routine is, whether it's taking essences or drinking teas or using essential oils, if you do it on a consistent basis, what happens is you develop a new neural pathway in your brain that will actually start to change your reaction, so that you start to drink the tea, your brain always say, she's drinking this and it's time to go to bed, and will automatically start to wind things down so that you can calm down enough to sleep. The last of my teas that I'm going to suggest is valerian, and valerian also comes as a essential oil. And whether you drink the tea or use the essential oil, use it only at night before going to bed, because it can be highly narcotic in its effect. And you really don't want to be walking around or driving around having had something like this applied or drunk. So valerian, again, very sedative in nature, almost actually has narcotic properties. And I used to use it with clients who had problems with insomnia, and would use it very sparingly. A, because it's not that cheap, and B, because it is quite powerful, and the sense of smell is quite acute. It goes directly to the most primitive part of the brain, which is connected to our survival. So a little bit goes a really long way. And finally, there's a few oils, essential oils from aromatherapy oils that you can use that can be very helpful. Put into a burner, and maybe half an hour to an hour before going to bed. You can, whether it be a burner or aroma stream that blows cool air, doesn't matter. Or you could be really indulgent, self-indulgent, treat yourself to a lovely bath with it up to 6 drops in a base oil. Never use pure essential oils at all on your skin or near your skin. It could be irritating and cause you real problems. So using a base oil like sunflower or sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, it's about 30 mils, and put about 6 to 8 drops in that 30 mils of base oil, and massage it into your skin, or you can put a few drops into your bath water. And so you have lovely scented water. It's going to do great things for your skin. And again, it will relax you and condition your mind and your body into relaxing, because it's time to go to sleep. So the oils that are suggested for that are chamomile, which again, excellent for use with children or adults. Lavender, which is like the relaxing oil par excellence. I mean, if you can't find anything else, you can certainly find lavender around. Very, very relaxing. And if you use it in a massage blend or in a bath, it's good for your skin as well. There's bergamot, with all citrus oils, they're uplifting, so bergamot is no different than that. But this subtle, slight bitterness of bergamot is somehow tonifies the system, and still is very good for insomnia, actually, bergamot. And finally, valerian, which I mentioned as you can drink as a tea as well, but this essential oil. But as a caution, only use it at night when you're at home. Don't use it and go out anywhere because it can make you very sleepy. So there you have it. My little suggestions for how to catch some Z's if you're missing out on getting your full complement of sleep. If you have any questions and would like a little bit more information or advice, I'm always available for uh, mini consultations to give people some helpful suggestions that they can take away. If you enjoyed what I had to say today, please drop a comment, leave us some love hearts or some thumbs up. And if you have anything to add, or if there's a subject that you'd like me to discuss, bring it on. I'm always happy to look at something new and different. Thanks so much for watching and listening. As I said before, the pictures of the various plants that I've and herbs and things that I've mentioned will be up with this post once it goes up. Have a great evening, a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.